Hi everyone. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and discuss element symbol boxes. And these are very helpful because they tell us lots of useful information about the different elements on the periodic table. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first of all, these element symbol boxes are found on the periodic table. And they can have some slight different appearances depending upon which periodic table you're looking at, but they do always have some similarities. So they're going to have two sets of numbers. One is going to be the smaller of the two numbers, and this is going to be the atomic number. So in the case of this element symbol I have on my slide, 3 is the atomic number. And then the larger of the two numbers, sometimes it's on the bottom, but sometimes it changes position, is describing the mass of the element. So in this case, it's telling me the mass has something to do with the number 6.94. So let's dig in a little deeper. So as I said before, the atomic number of this element is 3, and this tells us the number of protons in the element. Now, each element has a different number of protons. It's unique and special to that element. So if we change the number of protons, then we're talking about different atoms. And if two atoms have the same number of protons, then they are the same element. So in this case, I have lithium for this element symbol box, and all lithium atoms are going to have 3 protons because that is the atomic number of lithium. Okay, so another number that I can use to describe elements is the mass number. And this is equal to the number of protons plus the number of neutrons in an atom. And this is basically because those are the two particles that have mass. Electrons, remember, their mass is so teeny tiny we can say it is negligible. So in this case, on my element symbol box, I have 6.94. Now that is not the exact mass number because I can't have 0.94 of a proton or a neutron. I can only have whole numbers. So this is due to the fact that the element symbol boxes usually list the atomic mass of an element rather than the mass number. So in order to get the mass number, we need to round those really weird numbers to the nearest whole number. So in this case, basic rounding rules apply. If the digit in the tenths place, so the one right after that decimal point, is 5 or bigger, we're going to round up the ones place to the next biggest number. If the digit in the tenths place is 4 or less, then we're just going to go ahead, chop it off, and leave the digit in the ones place alone. It will not change. So kind of a memory device to help with this. 5 and up, we round it up. 4 below, we let it go. Okay, so the final thing that all element symbol boxes have is the element symbol. And each element has a unique kind of code, which is made up of 1 or 2 letters to represent the element. So in some cases, the name closely matches the symbol. For example, lithium has a symbol Li, but that's not always the case. And that's due to the fact that sometimes the element symbol comes from historical context or even a foreign language. So for example, lead used to be known as plumbum. So we don't call lead plumbum anymore, but it was used for so many years it kind of became just what people called it. Everyone knew it as that. So the element symbol for lead was set as Pb a whole long time ago. So we honor that tradition today and still use the element symbol Pb for lead, even though there's no P's or B's in the word lead. And you'll see that with some other elements as well. Now, one thing that is always true is that the first letter of the element symbol is always capitalized. So if we look at my Li symbol for lithium, the L is capitalized. In my Pb for lead, the P is capitalized. Now, the second letter, if there is one, not all elements do, but if there is that second letter, it is always going to be lowercase. So with my Li, again, the I is lowercase. For my Pb for lead, the B is lowercase. So make sure you keep those capitalization lowercase correct. It does matter. Okay, so I hope that helps you decipher those element symbol boxes. They have a bunch of useful information to help you out with chemistry and science in general. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. Bye, everyone.